For all of human history, one object has quietly shaped our nights. The moon. It pulls our oceans. It stabilizes our planet. It lights our darkness, but imagine this. You look up at the sky tonight. One moon rises, and then, hours later, another one appears. A second moon. Not a star, not a planet, another world orbiting Earth. What would happen? Would it be beautiful, or would it slowly tear our planet apart? Let's explore what Earth would really look like. With two moons, the sky would never be the same. The first change would be obvious. The night sky would transform completely. With two moons reflecting sunlight, many nights would be dramatically brighter. In some parts of the world, it might never feel truly dark again. Imagine standing outside as both moons rise together. Shadows would split in two directions. Mountains would cast overlapping silhouettes. Landscapes would glow in silver light. Astronomy would change overnight. Eclipses would become far more common. One moon could pass in front of the sun while the second looms nearby. Sometimes one moon might eclipse the other. Ancient civilizations would build myths around them. Calendars would track two lunar cycles instead of one. Religions might treat each moon as a separate deity. Human culture would evolve under a completely different sky. But beauty in space always comes with consequences. The oceans would feel it immediately. Our current moon controls Earth's tides through gravity. Every day, its pull shifts trillions of tons of ocean water, creating the rhythmic rise and fall of sea levels. Now imagine adding another gravitational force. A second moon wouldn't just double the tides, it would complicate them. If both moons aligned on the same side of Earth, their gravitational pull would combine. High tides could become dramatically stronger. Coastal cities might experience regular flooding. But if the moons pulled in opposite directions, their forces could partially cancel out, creating unusually low tides. Tidal patterns would become unpredictable. Marine ecosystems depend on stable tidal rhythms. Many species time their reproduction, migration, and feeding cycles around the moon. With two moons, life in the oceans would be forced to adapt or vanish. And coastlines? They would constantly reshape. Over centuries, entire continents might look different. Earth's rotation and climate stability. Here's something most people don't realize. Our moon does more than light the night sky. It stabilizes Earth's axial tilt. Without the moon, Earth would wobble unpredictably, causing extreme climate shifts over time. Ice ages could arrive suddenly. Deserts could form where forests once stood. If Earth had two moons, the outcome would depend on their size and distance. If perfectly positioned, they might increase stability. But if their gravitational forces competed, Earth's tilt could begin to fluctuate. Imagine seasons lasting years, or even decades. Imagine polar regions shifting dramatically. Imagine climate zones sliding across the planet. Human agriculture relies on predictable seasons. A destabilized Earth could challenge civilization itself. The risk of orbital chaos. Two moons orbiting one planet sounds stable, but orbital mechanics are delicate. Even small gravitational interactions can build over time. If the moons orbited too closely to each other, they would gradually tug at one another's paths. Over thousands or millions of years, their orbits could shift. There are three possible long-term outcomes. 1. One moon is ejected into space, becoming a wandering object in the solar system. 2. One moon spirals inward and crashes into Earth. 3. The moons collide with each other. If that happened, the result would be catastrophic. The collision could shatter both moons into billions of fragments. Debris would spread around Earth, potentially forming rings similar to Saturn's. It would be breathtaking and deadly. Some of that debris would rain down onto Earth in a global meteor storm. Human civilization might not survive it. Life would evolve differently. If Earth had always had two moons, life as we know it might never have developed the same way. Many animals use moonlight for navigation. Sea turtles hatch and move toward the brightest horizon. Nocturnal predators hunt using lunar illumination. With two moons, biological rhythms would become more complex. Plants might synchronize growth with dual lunar phases. Animals might evolve behaviors tied to specific moon alignments. Human timekeeping would also change. Instead of a single 29-day lunar cycle, we might have two overlapping cycles, creating entirely different calendars. Festivals would double. Superstitions would multiply. One moon might symbolize protection, the other, danger. Our language, art, and mythology would be shaped by the presence of two celestial companions. Could Earth ever gain a second moon? It may sound impossible, but Earth has temporarily captured small asteroids before. Scientists call them mini-moons. These are tiny space rocks that briefly orbit Earth before drifting away again. So technically, Earth can have more than one moon. But capturing a large permanent second moon would require extraordinary conditions. The object would need to approach Earth at just the right speed and angle. Too fast, and it escapes. Too slow, and it crashes. The probability is extremely low. And that might be fortunate, because the stability we enjoy today is the result of a delicate cosmic balance, a more beautiful and more dangerous world. Two moons would make our skies stunning. Brighter nights, frequent eclipses, celestial events happening constantly. But beneath that beauty would be a planet under greater gravitational stress. Stronger tides, shifting climates, long-term orbital risks. Earth works the way it does because its balance is precise. One star, one planet, one moon. Add another variable, and everything changes. In the end, two moons would not make Earth unlivable, but it would make it unpredictable. And in space, unpredictability is rarely harmless. So tonight, when you look up and see that single moon glowing quietly above you, remember, it's not just decoration. It's part of the reason we're here at all. And sometimes, the universe gives us exactly what we need. No more, and no less.